you guys like orange
Coming up.
Oh, I kind of remember that from season 1, maybe.
Yeah, you just throw that body in that pig pen and they'll eat it.
And she's kicking and scratching. My God, scratches all over my hips.
Might be Smaloris.
Oh, you were thinking like you're gonna blow a guy.
I'm like, wait, what?
I had a hard on this morning.
So I was gonna say, I feel I will do Westworld with you.
Oh shit! Okay, I forgot about that.
Only because Nick can't do it.
Yeah.
Because legitimately, I was gonna tell you I'm not doing it.
No, what's funny, I expected you to not watch this season, not want to talk about it, not anything. So I was like, whatever. I go, I'll probably either just watch it or do videos myself.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it, that'd be fun.
But yeah, I was just like, well, I'm like, I kind of feel obligated to do it because I'm not gonna make him do them by himself. So, but hopefully it's good. But I don't know.
I will say, I'll be on your and Nick's side. Last season was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Last season was nothing like season 1 or 2. The only thing it had going for it, but last season was Aaron Paul. We got to watch some good acting by him every week. I'm hoping this next season is much better, but I will agree last season sucked big time.
Because I was talking with a guy at work, and I showed him the trailer, and he was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "I am looking for a new show to watch." I'm like, I go, "Maybe you'll like it, man." I go, the first season was really good. I go, and then it just kind of, fell off for me. I know a lot of people still like it. So I showed him like the trailer for season 1, and he was like, "Well, so maybe I'll check that out." So I'm interested to see if he does check it out. So,
and then are we gonna rewatch all of Westworld? Did they get caught up for season 4? And
that you can do that on your own.
No, it's funny. I'm not. I saw this trailer and I was like, I'm not rewatching all that again this time.
Yeah, no,
I've done that way too many times.
Not.
I mean, that's definitely also why I feel like you and Nick are also a little over it, is because we watched it a lot. We've watched it like 3 times now for videos and shit.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's just, and that's why I was telling the guy at work. I said, I go, it's one of those you got to pay fucking attention.
Yeah.
I go, you really have to be full blown attention. Like you can't be, checking your phone or doing something else. I'm like, if you're gonna sit down and watch it, I'm like, you got to sit down and dedicate an hour block to watch it at a time. I go because you might miss 2 minutes and you won't know what the fuck is going on.
That is very true with that show.
I go, especially as you get into like seasons 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, then because that's when shit like you're like, oh, I kind of remember that from season 1, maybe.
Yeah.
I did like a little bit in the new trailer. Did you catch the little like they had Dolores going up the stairs like season 1 and shit like that?
I didn't watch it. I started it like I was showing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh shit! I'm like, I think this is for the new season. So then I just showed him the season 1 and 2, or the trailer for season 1, and then I haven't watched it yet. So I legit watched like the first 10 seconds of it. But,
oh, gotcha. I just thought there were some cool parts where they like almost made it look like season 1 with Dolores and shit, but it's her in the real world. So like she's going up an escalator and it looks just like they're entering Westworld.
Oh, okay.
So there was some neat stuff like that I was like, oh, that's interesting. But also I was like, Dolores is in it, just like we all thought she wasn't dead last season.
Right.
I remember. I know we got some comments last time that said, no, you guys are dumb. They really killed her off, all this stuff. But none of us believed she was dead.
Yeah, but they could be tricking us too.
That's true. It's like Dolores 2 Electric Boogaloo or something.
You never know. Might be Smaloris.
Oh shit, Smalor. It's Dolores McGee.
Yes. Could be.
But we should bring up too. So next week will be our last Jinx. So we'll have to find a new show after that. I had an idea, but if you have a better idea, we could switch. I saw that season 25, I think, of The Bachelor is on HBO Max. They have a bunch on there. So I thought we could do another Bachelor, and if we...
but that new one's starting soon, I thought.
If the new one's starting soon, then we could just wait and do that.
Is it June or July? Let me look it up real quick. 2022. Oops, wrong. You fuckwad dick shit. It's July. It's July 11th.
Oh, July. So we could pick. We could pick a different show if you had an idea. And we just did Ozark and then doing this. So I just saw that the other night and I thought, oh, that could be kind of neat.
Yeah.
To do an older one.
Do you know what? Who's the person?
I could find out 1 second.
Season 25 Bachelor. This is a black dude. Matt James. He's a real estate broker and charity founder from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Could also do Bachelorette because they have that on there too, and Bachelor in Paradise is on there also.
Oh, it says he was originally cast on the 16th season of The Bachelorette.
Oh.
So yeah, he came from that.
So we could. So these are the ones that we could watch that I thought would be interesting. We could do Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelorette, The Bachelor, or Bachelor Winter Games, which is their one that got canceled. That was like a spinoff where they do different, like they actually like do challenges and shit. But those are the ones that are on HBO Max that I thought would be interesting, and they have a couple seasons of Bachelor and Bachelorette, but only one of the Winter Games.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought to spice it up too, since they're older ones. Since sometimes randomly in The Bachelor they'd like, oh, it's 2 episodes, and then you have to get So I think if we pick The Bachelor, me and you each get one time where we can surprise the other person, and we go next week 2 episodes, and then we have to talk about 2. Since the show surprises us, we could surprise each other with it each one time. I thought that'd be also like a fun idea.
I like that.
But so we'll have to figure out which one to watch, obviously. But I thought going back to The Bachelor would be kind of fun doing an older one.
Yeah, we could do that totally.
All right. We'll just have to decide which one. But what'd you think about this, Jinx? I thought it was actually a lot better than they've been.
It was like interesting to me because I say interesting, but like in reality, it's like fascinated because I just thought it was wild that like the whole time he's on the stand, he's like talking about how he cut him up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, I realize that's not what he's in court for, but
they had to keep saying that too. We're not here to talk about if he cut up the body. We talk about it if he wanted to murder the dude.
It's just so crazy to me that he's just like, yeah, he's like, I cut him up. It was self-defense. And I don't know. Yeah, it's just what happened. It's like, what the fuck? I loved, too, that one girl at the end that was like, yeah, honestly, I feel like he was just talking from the heart. He was just being real. I know.
I bet she feels real dumb when the final episode comes out and he's like, I killed them. I killed them all.
Well, even at the end of this episode, he started talking.
I liked that. That's what got me excited. I was like, oh, we get our first little bit. Can you just imagine how embarrassing that'd be, like practicing a line to lie? And they walk up to you and they're like, hey, buddy, by the way, your mic's on.
Yeah. Well, that was his lawyer.
Yeah.
That was like, hey,
shut the fuck up. Don't go any further.
Your mic's on there, buddy.
I'm a snack.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think if you accidentally killed someone, do you think you'd be able to get rid of the body? I feel like that'd be really tough to chop somebody up.
Nowadays, yeah, it would be hard because there's cameras everywhere.
That is true, actually. With cameras and shit, that'd be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean, literally. I've talked about it with buddies of mine. Like, it's damn near impossible to get away with anything now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna you guys have talked about like murder, and you guys are like, we can't get away with murder.
No, but I mean, it's just like it's damn near impossible to get away with anything nowadays with cell phones, and they could ping, if you were close, and
it's true.
Or you can say, oh, I was never there. Well, if your cell phone pinged that tower, they know you were within a certain radius and all that shit. So, I mean, it's like impossible to commit a crime.
Let's say like you're 10, you're whenever he was doing this. You're in whatever year it was. Do you think? If you're in his situation? Supposedly, you guys fell over, you killed the guy, whatever. What would you do to get rid of the body, or would you do exactly what he did, chop it up and throw it in the lake?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's probably. I mean, I would probably potentially do the same thing.
Yeah, because that's if there was a lake by me, I think that'd be the first thing I would think of.
That, or I would just go and try to find like a pig farm.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. I like that.
Because they'll eat it. They'll eat a human.
They'll eat a lot of shit.
Yeah, you just throw that body in that pig pen and they'll eat it.
I wonder if she would. I wonder if teacup pigs are like. good at that too, or if it was like it would take way too long because she's smaller.
Yeah, that I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you there, Chuck.
How interesting did you think it was when he was going through and the jury actually laughed at him?
Yeah.
I mean, like right there, that's gonna be a good feeling.
If for his team and lawyers, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He's just up there talking, and they like that's like, like, can you imagine being on that jury? You laughed at this guy, thought he was innocent, and then you watch this doc, and you're like, oh fuck.
Pretty much.
Like,
I know.
Yeah, you've got to feel like, but like also like, because it's not like they got someone. Although, did he murder someone after this guy? Was his friend after this? I'm kind of confused on the timeline.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was before or after.
They'll probably explain to us again. But if it is after, then this jury is a little responsible for her death. Because if he would have been guilty on this, he wouldn't have killed her.
Yeah.
So if it is after, then yeah, jury.
Fuck you!
That's what Ludacris has to say.
Well, I think it was just that only lady that they interviewed from the jury.
Yeah, I think the other people were like, don't put me on here.
Yeah, they're like, I think we might have fucked up.
I'd rather not.
Well, you know.
It's so, like, he got away with it because of his lies, and then got himself caught because he wanted to do an interview. It literally, like, it's almost like he wanted to get caught, and then once he was in court, he was like, fuck, I don't actually want to go to jail for life. And then he was like, nah, I deserve to go. And like it's like he's like bipolar, like half of him wants to get caught, half of him doesn't.
Yeah, it's such a weird dynamic. I do want to know if he killed if the murder of his friend came after that trial or before that trial.
Yeah,
I just can't remember that at all.
Maybe I'll look up the timeline and see what.
Because I feel like it almost has to be before that, but for whatever reason, I feel like it's after. But
okay, it does look like that guy was the last person he murdered according to those lists. Okay. So I think then.
So he never went to court for his friends then.
I guess, or if they did, if they did, they didn't show us, I guess.
And he never went to court for his wife.
Yeah, he was like interviewed about his wife, but yeah, never we saw him to court. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting how his defense team, made it seem like the district attorney was like out to get him. And that the jury bought it. Yeah,
well, I liked that in the beginning when they were like, they started saying all that, and the jury's like, wow, I think they really are doing that. And then in the doc, they're like, yeah, we might have made that up a little bit. We might have been embellishing how much she was actually coming after him or not, but fuck, it worked.
I mean, it did come across earlier in the earlier episodes, because I know we touched on it just a little bit. But it did feel like she was like, like it was just like, I'm going to use this case to make a name for myself and to, get big and get, put my name out there. So
I feel like she definitely was probably trying to do that, but also was like, I know this fucking guy probably killed his wife and I need to get him or something like that. It's probably like a little like itch she needed to get him, but then also thought, well, and if I get him though, that's a pretty big case. So I'll do pretty well after that.
Absolutely. Well, and I mean, it's just so crazy to I mean, if you think, I mean, obviously we can't go back or but if you were to have to guess, how many people do you think got away with like murder? Back in the day,
I bet a lot. Like especially in like way back in the day in like Western times or even before that.
Well, yeah,
you could like walk into someone's house, kill them, walk out, and no one has no idea.
Yeah, like 1950 forward. But see,
I bet even then still a lot.
But see, what I thought was interesting with his, getting rid of what's the guy's name that he killed?
Morris Black.
Morris Black. I thought it was interesting that why not just leave the body? Because he used a fake name to rent the place.
No, I wondered that too, and
why not just leave it and then just disappear and go to another fucking town and do the same thing, and then just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was wondering about that, and I wasn't sure if like before they mentioned something where they knew it was him that bought that room somehow. But I don't know if he would. I don't think he would have known that at the time that they could figure that out. So yeah, I don't know why he didn't just leave the body.
Yeah, because he used that woman's name to rent it.
Yeah.
So I'm going, why not just fucking leave the body and then just take what you want? Because I mean, it didn't seem like he had a bunch of shit there.
Yeah.
So like,
or even take it and go get a new disguise, dress up as a new woman or something, and go to a
that's what I mean,
place.
and just go to a different town or something.
Yeah.
Different city.
I think that also goes into him. I wanted to get caught because I feel like there's infinite ways he could have got away with this too. I mean, he did get away with it and then got himself caught again.
Yeah.
He has an endless cycle of that.
He's a dum-dum.
I don't think we ever get into. Will it be interesting after this doing research if we get the answer or not? But I wonder if we'll ever know like what actually happened with him in Morris Black. Like if he just walked in and killed the guy,
I don't think so.
or like what I'm so curious what happened with.
I mean, unless he just full blown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drops a description.
He might have said because I know he was still going to trial for some things before he died.
Oh, okay.
So he could have said some recent-ish stuff. I don't know, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, it's interesting though.
Yeah,
it's I don't know. Think like a murderer.
Yeah. Well, other than so at the end, we'll get into this a little bit. He's talking to the guy, and the guy brings up that like your lawyer made you lie, and he's like, "Well, no, my lawyer didn't make me lie." And they're doing the whole back and forth, and they just decide to take a break. He gets caught lying there. What did you think when you started whispering?
I mean, it was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's like, I did not
like, what
purposely or whatever lie. And he's like, no, it's about the way. Like afterwards, he's like saying it out loud, and he's trying to like explain, like, no, I wasn't like trying to outsmart you guys. I'm just practicing. It's about the way I say it. But it's so funny.
Kind of makes sense, but
yeah.
It's
I like the look on his face too when like his lawyer says that to him, and he's sitting there and he's like talking out loud, figuring it out, and then he goes, I hear what you're saying, I gotcha, and then like moved on. I think that was like a little like, I know I fucked up, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thought that was kind of funny.
He seems like a very strange character.
Yeah, it would be interesting if you could like just sit down with him and like chill for a night and just get in his head, and just people like that in general. Like imagine if you could sit down and like have a drink with John Wayne Gacy for a night and just like talk like, so why do you fuck little boys, kill them, and put them under your house? Like what's that all about? Or like what's the one? Is Jeffrey Dahmer that like would drill the holes into their heads so like they were like zombies and then he'd fuck them?
I don't know.
Like it'd just be like, what made you want to try that? Like it'd be so interesting to like do a podcast with serial killers. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean it would be if they were to talk openly and freely, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna get very open and honest.
Maybe we could get so popular that we could be like those people in the horror movies that go to the prisons and interview like the killers.
What? Don't those people usually die?
Yeah, but since it's real life, we won't die.
Okay.
We'll make it out there scot free. We'll be fine.
But it would be interesting if we, it's like somebody was like on death row, and it was like right before they were gonna die, like
and just hear those thoughts.
Yeah, like I'll tell everything. Like I'm dying anyways. Like I'll tell everything.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting.
It would be super interesting.
What if there was a girl that was on death row, and she listened to this podcast. She was a huge fan. And her last request was for you to bang her before she died. Would you?
No.
What would she have to look like for you to be like, okay?
I wouldn't do it.
Like what type? You wouldn't do it at all. The girl's on death row.
No.
What if Abby's like, no, it's fine. It's death row. Like that. Come on, it's her last request.
No.
You still wouldn't do it? Wow.
No. It's a lot. That's a lot.
You should ask Abby, and then we'll try to get the answer next week. If a guy was on death row and just say she had your permission, see if she would do it. I'm just curious if she would be the same. If she go, no.
Why don't you just text her right now?
Oh,
I can get the answer.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'll text her.
Yeah.
Cause I am.
Be sure to word it how you want to word it. There.
That's true. Okay, so let's see. Guy was on.
A guy?
Oh, you want it to be a girl for her too?
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I got it.
Oh, you were thinking like you're gonna blow a guy.
I'm like, wait, what?
I had a hard on this morning.
I was like, whoa. See if she passes the test.
I said, if a guy was on death row and you had Josh's permission and he was hot, would you bang him?
That was his last request, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, that's his last request.
Add that real quick. Hey, honey. Back. Drum texted you.
See if she's sleeping in the doghouse tonight or anything.
We'll see.
She's gonna have to give this some big thought. Like, would I fuck a man in prison? I feel like it is different for a woman to fuck a male. Although I feel like a woman might be more likely to fuck a male inmate that's about to die. I feel like they're more like, oh, it's his last request. Okay.
Oh, a little more empathetic.
Yeah, like I feel like they would feel bad for the person, and then they're like, he's gonna die tomorrow. It's not like he can fucking follow me home. Oh, she said, no, this would never happen in any reality.
There you go.
Wow, you two. Okay, you're like two peas in a pod over there. That's funny. Wow.
See? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask more people that. See if more people. But if
you should just create like a vlog where you just
walk around and ask everybody. Would you bang? I wonder. I feel like honestly, maybe I should do a poll and we could figure this out by next week.
You could do a little poll.
I feel like women are more likely to fuck a guy in prison than a guy is. Anyway, do you have any last things before we get off of here and go play some Warzone?
I don't have any.
Did you do anything fun for Mother's Day?
No, no. We went to dinner with Abby's mom. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, I just remember. Let's see if you could see this. Can you see? Here, I'll move my mic.
Yeah, I see that a little bit.
That little bruise on my arm. So on Mother's Day, we brought Arya over to Melissa's to have her play with her brother, and we thought it'd be a whole fun time. And
yeah.
We got there, and they have this big-ass dog, Blue, just charged after Arya. Was chasing around the entire house. It took all of us to finally, like, get them separated. Like, they weren't fighting. They were just, like, really hyper and scaring the shit out of Arya. So we separated the dogs, and it was just her and her brother, and it was fine for, like, 15, 20 minutes. And then they were like, hey, let's get them out back, and they'll start playing. And we get them out back, and then they let all the other dogs out again. So I had to pick up Arya, and I was carrying her away from all the dogs because she was freaking out. And she's kicking and scratching. I got scratches all over my hips from her, all fucked up. I got a big-ass bruise on my arm from her here. It doesn't help, though, because they have, like, 4 or 5 dogs. Yeah. And then we're just bringing over one dog that's meeting all of them. So it gets a little nutty. But yesterday, I was sitting on the couch with Nick, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? I have a huge-ass bruise on my arm now from her. It's because Arya fucking, like, kicked me in the arm or something. Any last things you want to say before we wrap this up?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think this was a pretty good pod. We found out you and Abby will not bang people in prison, apparently. Strongly against it.
We did not.
You guys don't fuck with criminals.
No, we don't. We're not. We don't support criminals around here.
Oh, it's unfortunate. But thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment something if you would like, and we'll see you guys next week for the final episodes of the Jinx.
Peace.